Brae, a slope. Whin, gorse. Plantain, a copse of trees. A braard, seedlings that show above the ground. Bramble, blackberry bramble. Skiff, a light, soft rain. Glar, thick, oozing mud. Lonan, a lane. Har, a mist or fog. These words yinst shaped the world around us, though we are told their history now. They're only memories, so folk tell us, and faded and past their time. Yet they're nae deed, they're howling on. The lead o' a precious time we hae mostly lost. They gae our world richt measurement and form. To learn them now is to find ourselves again, and to see the cycle o' the world anew. Frae the lang, slow turn o' a country lane to the wecht o' new springtime air, they merk a world we need to know. They bring us here. The Graining of Aileach. A strong ring fort and the stony palace of the sun. This stained circle now sits quiet and still, watching our Donegal, Loch Swilly and Loch Foyle. And it's there, in yon circle, where our yearn now starts. For there, up there, we see the sea, the sky, the clay, as the cycles of the natural world collide. In mony ways, a circle be's a mighty shape, rising awa abane humanity and time. Its form be's echoed in the moon and in the sun. It represents singleness, infinity, harmony, perfection. It's the ring o' the seasons, the runes o' the living and the dead. In nature, the circle and the cycle be's a the yin. Nae start and nae end, an endless loop o' life. We find circles in baith flowers and seeds, in ripples o' water that be shifting o'er a puddle, and in the pattern o' a butterfly's wing. We find them in the rings o' life merked o'er a tree, and looking up, in the solar eclipse and the passings of the moon. They're in the wee heed o' a poppy seed, and in the stains lying by the sea. They're in cycles of water and the seasons. They shape the world we see around us, become the circle o' our days. Spring, the season of hope, o' new life, and new light after the cold, dark days of winter. And where better to find none promise than here? This morning should be a plantain, quiet and softly green, wechty with pale stars of wild garlic growing by the water's side. Wee gowns forby that talk still us. They tell us whose simmer will sheen unwrap itself frae the branches and shadows of this cool, fresh space. Here the sun travels natural new paths, scaling slow through birks o' ancient oak, yinst hewn for battles and for boats, carrying the souls of ancient simmers, whenever trees were worshipped, deified. When solstice times brung offerings to the slow, dark kings of winter time that could make the sun stand still. Time runs here in summertime, like sunlight soft on clay, and I'll be soft and wild and green. To the planting, all folk be's the yin. The light, watched for, returns. A golden dawn shifts saft through the summer air. This be's a precious gift o' light at the scraik o' day. These owl words, the forgotten yins, were made for this. Small fields glow like jewels in the morning sun. We come to the edge of the island. The pulse of the ocean is what carries us here, when the season's fresh new light, echoing frae the summertime moon, draws o'er in frae these soft lines of rippling silver, right up into the blue. We mine folk wha love the land. They looked after fields and gathered in the harvests, waiting wi' care for the newly growed green. This was their knack o' knowing, o' application. They merked the seasons and took heed o' every year. This water carries our history and our memories, for it has brung us out and drawn us hame. These waves howl the secrets of the seasons. They are a balm in summertime, a rowling song, another whirl. They lift and rise, breaking on mountains soft and blue. This pulse that is the heartbeat of the world. I name small craters as the skies grow quiet and the golden sun grows cool. The hedgerows empty and the trees grow still as the cycle of the seasons gae a turn. The spug, the willy wagtail and the throstle will lee whenever a few stop o'er. The merle and wran will seek for food and warmth, as the chough and the black neb call the darkness down. Tell me that ye dinna lift your face up to the scattered sky to feel this new air rise frae under your feet. Tell me ye dinna sense the rising call o' autumn and yearn to flee. These mountains draw us to attention, raising their angles and war faces to the sky. We know the weather here. We mind these words. Dreich days, a skiff or smurr or rain, cowl days a bein benevina, our hearts leppin with the bitter beauty o' it all. Autumn be's a readying for letting go. The structure o' the year lies bare. This beauty has its ain quiet voice. We just need to gae an ear. To be by the ocean at the summer's end, when shadows gather o'er the water, is to learn frae the season what has been, and that yin is yet to come. We'll carry the sweetness of the sun into the cowl. We know that light becomes mair precious when it doesna stay. Icy mornings gie us that gift o' cowl, still air. We birds that yince filled empty autumn branches where their busy life and sound, now carry winter in their wings. Brecht moments of colour sparkling through dark hedgerows on a lonesome winter day. And snaw, the soft snaw that has fallen quietly as we slept, now wakens us like winds with its precious gift of light. These spaces that we walk and know sae well, this shore, this gentle water, and these soaring hills are shaped into a cathedral of white. Beauty waits on us everywhere, and all be's new. But this snaw will melt. These moments will nae last, so we mun love them while we can. Nature shows us this is a time to rest, no dee. There be seeds and flowers wha need the coil hands o' winter to howl them still as they rest and grow strong. The snaw he's banished winter shadows, and the cycle of the seasons has turned yin's mare. May we aye mind that we are island folk, carried here in ages past on endless breaking waves. Our breathing, pulsing water, a world and seasons to itsel. Winds gae a pull to the topmost waves, while ocean currents run like grand big rivers, long and deep and lech. A rowling emptiness in winter time, when darkness breaks on the edge of all we know. At other whiles a stillness, known and bonny, an echo to the evening sun, a psalm o' salt and air. Shadows o' ancient knowing lie o'er the years we move through e'en new. Canny folk afore us knowed that the circle of the seasons and the year they moved through, the power of the natural world, where light could be sometimes a presence, often a gift, then only a memory yin's mare. We started at the strong ring fort, the stony palace of the sun, a stone circle that knew sat quiet and still. For there, up there, we could see the sea, the sky, the clay, the cycles of the natural world, all echoed in the moon and the sun. It be singleness, infinity, harmony, perfection. It's the ring o' the seasons, the runes o' the living and the deed. In nature, the circle and the cycle bees a' the yin. Nae start and nae in, an endless loop o' life. It's the circle o' our days. If we are wise, we understand this gift o' time that the world gies to us. Spring learns us to watch and see, to merk the evening day. Summer be's a blessing, a song we all too brief refrain. We learn about leaving at the back end of the year, to find quiet beauty in the days o' letting go. And winter learns us to be patient and to find beauty in the small. Jeg, thorn, glen, valley, ran, wren, willy wagtail, pied wagtail, throstle, song thrush, spug, house sparrow, Sally wren, willow warbler, merle, blackbird, chuch, jackdaw. These words shape the world around us even new. Their history aye, but say much mair. They're only memories as folk yonst told us, that we build on new and learn from. They're nae past their time. They never did. They aye hout on. The lead o' a precious time we learn frae new. They gae our world richt measurement and form. To learn them new is to find ourselves again, and to see that the cycle of that world anew, frae the lang slow turn o' a country lane to the wicht of that new springtime air, they merk a world we need to know. They bring us hame.